Hey, how's it going, guys? Aiden here, and welcome to the version 8.0 PTB for Dungeons and Dragons, of all things. And with this chapter, we get the new killer over here, and a new survivor, two new survivors technically. And that new killer is Vecna, or known as the Lich.
Strange powers at work.
And now, I've never really gotten into D&D, I've never had the chance to really play it and really get into it, but man, is this killer cool. And it's even cooler because he's voiced by Matt Mercer, which, I mean, of course, you can't mention D&D and not bring in Matt Mercer to the project. And then with that, we also have a new survivor here,
Wonder if I might find some fellow troubadours in this place.
who also has voice lines. And she's known as Astri Yazar. And then, similar to Legion, if you go into cosmetics, you can change her into Bearmar Uraz, which is a male version, basically. And the female version is an elf, which this character I'm expecting to get a whole lot of cosmetics and become like a fan favorite like Sable was in the last chapter. Now for perks, of course they all have 3 unique perks as per usual, but these 3 I feel like they're all okay. They seem okay. In particular, Mirrored Illusion seems like it'll be fun. So when you're working on a generator, you can put an illusion of yourself down. And then of these 3, I feel like Bardic Inspiration might... it's definitely the most fun perk, I'd say, because you get to play a song in the game. Now this one I feel it's not going to be particularly useful in solo queue, but I feel like in the hands of a Survive with Friends team, it's gonna be a little crazy. I mean, anything that affects generator speed is scary, really. And then back to the killer Vecna. Uh, his perks are here, so these ones, I mean, I can see their use, but in the current state of all these perks, I don't feel they're gonna be used all that much. I feel like they might need some buffs here and there. I don't know. But like this one, I don't even see why you would run this when Bamboozle is 15% speed and you block the window. Now for his power, we get a whole book here. So it's called Vile Darkness, and basically, Vecna has 4 spells that he can use that each have their own cooldown, and you can switch between them while playing. And it's not like what they've been doing with, say, like Freddy, with Pallet Freddy and Trap Freddy. For this, you have all 4 during the game at all times. I mean, I'll explain them in game better, but also survivors playing against you. Chests spawn around the map, different from the regular chests in the game, which survivors can loot, and they roll a d20 actually to see what they get. And you can get magic items, which help them counter Vecna's power. Because if they didn't have anything, it might be a little too oppressive, as they said, which I kind of agree with. And then we've also got a new map, the Forgotten Ruins in the Borgo realm, with the new lighting as well. And this one's pretty cool. It has portals in the map, which you can walk through and teleport to different parts of the map. More specifically, like into the dungeon and out of the dungeon, even though you can get down there without portals. So yeah, we're gonna play that, and we're going to play against a new survivor with the 3 new perks. Maybe see them in action a little. And then for add-ons, I've kind of been leaning towards these. Just cooldown on the spells and, you know, casting Mage Hand better. Because it feels a little clunky sometimes. But I also feel like you could run this. I've been going between Mage Hand add-ons and this Potion of Speed. So,
I will not be denied.
Vecna, please. so you can attack quicker after your fly spell, which you'll see better in game. Yeah, and as per my one video tradition, I'm going to be playing against bots with the 3 teachable perks and on the new map. And hopefully we can see both of the new Moris, because yes, there are 2 new Moris. Now, I've played a few games already of the killer to get used to it, and at first it does seem super complicated, but after a little bit, you know, it starts to feel smooth. So yeah, here, we have a spell wheel here. Okay, and that voice line was because one of the survivors, A Street, picked up a Vecna item from the chest. Okay, and here's a fly, which lets you go through pallets and windows, but it has such a long cooldown that it's like, you can't really get anything from it. I'm just gonna hook Meg if I can find her. But yeah, the Vecna items, they're pretty. One of them makes you go invisible after exiting a locker. The one he has,
By which to watch them.
I'm not sure what that one does. I think it's you enter. I think that is the enter the locker. Maybe. One of them's you enter a locker and you become invisible when you come out. And the other is see that perk or that part of the power, it's they can just crouch under it, which is the problem. There is an add-on that lets you make it so it's basically like artist crows. And then this one, you can lift up pallets. But also it has such a long cooldown that usually doesn't work very well. Why is he not dropping his pallets?
Let us test their constitution.
Okay, now I learned you can actually get stunned while flying. Is he even here? He's not. And this one, you send out an orb, which will give you killer instinct if they're inside it. And here, I'll show off the portal. So there you go. And the survivors can't see that orb. That's a weird basement spot. See, and then you can see the white on their legs and their arms. That's the magic items. So the survivors have a gauntlet and a boot slot that they fill, and then whichever items they get, it's random. They counter certain parts of your power. Yeah, and when you go through a window, you immediately break out of the power. Sorry, it's been so long, I'm forgetting how to do this. There's a lot going on, and I need to try to talk about it. But yeah, you kind of want to just launch this out for tracking, and then use this to get around, which I'm going to do. Nobody there. Nobody here. Oh, never mind, there is. Went through the portal. See, one thing is, it's a little difficult to hit bots with that, because of course they know when to crouch and how to dodge it perfectly. Okay, well, here's the Mori.
Join me in death.
He rips your skin off, and that's amazing. Yeah, and that orb, you can angle up and down as well, so you could send it through floors. You can hear Astri. I mean, this palette is not good, but whatever, might as well break it. Oh my. Getting juked by bots now. See, with how long that cooldown is, but Mage Hand is very good. But I also feel like balancing this is gonna be a little difficult, because make something too strong, he's gonna be way too oppressive. Make it too weak. Oh, got stuck on something. Mage Hand that? This loop much longer than you'd think. Yeah, but you can do that. Lock them in an animation and use it, and then you can hit them. You know, it's just like Artist, except they can duck under this. I'll send this out to there. But I was too late, and I'll fly over there. Get Quentin. Hopefully this'll get him. Nope. It does move very slow, so you don't often... If you send it out like that, you're not really gonna get anybody. Okay. Second Mori, if I hit it right.
Join me in death.
Okay, now I'll send this out over that way, because I can see that they're right here. Block her so she turns around. Oh, and I guess it's just these two left now. Okay, and hopefully Nick Cage saves her, because then we can see the second Mori. Because if they have a special Vecna item on them and you go to Mori them, it's the new one, or the second one, right? And these are the chests too that they loot, and they can also be mimics, which they didn't mention, which I find even better. We'll just hook Nick Cage and then Mori him. Or Mori HG. He's going for the... Not going for that. Thought he was gonna go for the portal. Okay. Now we'll just send this out, just in case. She's probably over there. I don't see why she wouldn't be. Yep. So that's what happens when they're inside of it. And then that purple sphere around their icon is telling you that they can't use their magic items. So they can't counter my spells while they have that on. Yeah, and fly is super good. It's just that cooldown that's a little rough. Okay. Now we'll put her in a better spot so we can see the Mori a bit better. Such as here. And this is kind of like Pyramid Head. It's just a quick one. Now it sucks for me because I'm gonna have to get all these different voice lines and put it into all the Mori's video. But yeah, that's the new killer Vecna on the new map. I'm a little rusty with recording and talking. But hopefully this was good enough to see the new killer in action. Hopefully you got an idea of how to play him. It does seem a little daunting when you first read his power, because it sure was to me. But yeah, once you get a few games in it, it feels super smooth to switch between all the different spells. Your pinky's gonna be on left control the entire game. Yeah, thanks for watching. I just wanted to get this out as quick as possible. I need to record more. Been a little while, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and hopefully that's not the next killer that releases. See ya.